What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you a completely busted or meme deck, you be the judge, but it involves turning this guy into a massive juggernaut with armor and frontline for very cheap, and then completely wiping your opponent's board. So let's dive in. I'm going to show you the list, show you the combo, show you a couple games. Let's go. All right, this one's called Backcountry Skiing. It was brought to me by LC Hammer. And it is just absolutely nasty. So basically the concept is you take an Avalanche Watcher, which costs 0. So you can play this on any turn. You probably want to do it around turn 2 or 3 because any buff that this gets the first time you play it is going to stick on it for the second time you play it, and third time, and fourth time. So basically, if you play it on turn 2, then it's going to become a 2-3, and then that 2-3 goes on top of your deck, and then when you play it on turn 3, it gets an extra 3-4 on top of the 2-3. It gets crazy. And here's how. We use Tinker Tinker, which puts a friendly Atlantean on the top of your deck. Give the copy frontline and armor +1. Not armor 1, by the way, it's armor +1. So if you do this again, it's going to have armor 2. So this can actually spiral and become pretty crazy. And then once you have yourself a giant Avalanche Watcher, which does cost 0, but it does eat up all of your available mana, you can still then use a mana pip at the end after playing this. So you can still always have 1 extra mana after playing it. So you can play this and then pip and then play Tinker Tinker. And you can also reduce the cost of a lot of spells with things like Assistant Alchemist, reduced by 1. You could play Warp Engineers. This has Arcane Transcendence, which reduces by 2. There's the Echoing Sands we'll talk about in a minute, but the thing we want to also reduce is this Diffusion, which deals a friendly Atlantean strength split as damage amongst all enemy creatures. So basically, you drop the Avalanche Watcher a second time. It's enormous. Let's say it's a 6-7, and then that's 6 damage that you're going to pip into with Diffusion, or Diffusion might even be free if you've reduced it with either Arcane or Warp Engineer. And if it costs 1, you can still use a pip to play it. So then you can use Diffusion to wipe your opponent's board and have massive armored frontliners. Echoing Sands is a really cool card that I've never seen played before, and I think it's really, 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 really good in an all spells deck, pretty much. Basically, you get to 4C2, you draw 2 cards, and if they're both spells, which in this deck they're pretty much always going to be, then you reduce both of their costs by 3. And the thing you really want to target, and somehow I hit this like every single time, is Unbound Flames becomes a 2-mana spell. So Unbound Flames costing only 2 mana means you can empower it for 2, which then is the complete board wipe package plus dealing 4 wherever you want for only 4 mana, which normally costs 7. There's a huge difference between 4 and 7 because it's not linear unlocked mana. So those are many, many turns you're saving there. And then basically the rest of the deck is just card draw. They have like Librarian's Prayer to help you really dig through your deck to find the pieces of the combo that you need. You're obviously going to hard mulligan for the Avalanche Watcher and Tinker Tinker. And then you can even do stuff like cloning. You've got Crystal Technics, which if you surge it, it does both of these. Otherwise, you even still get to summon a copy of a friendly Atlantean or give 2 friendly Atlanteans +2/+2. And then LC Hammer also runs this Ico. You don't need to run Ico, I don't think. That makes up half of the cost of the entire deck. And it's also a creature which has, and it's also neutral, which has anti-synergy with things like Palace's Wand, once only magic cards, and Echoing Sands, once only spells. So you can definitely run this without Ico, but Ico is really good. All right, we've got ourselves a match against Magic. Go ahead and take Mage Bolt. Don't need Clone or Crystal Technics. Get rid of Clone. Echoing Sands is okay, but it's too expensive to keep here. Librarian's Prayer is decent, as we can now dig for whatever we need. We found the Tinker Tinker. We need to find the Avalanche Watcher now.
Good luck.
Okay. So turn 1, we can just Dimension Door and go digging here. That's fine. We're not going to reduce anything, but that's all we need is to just keep digging because Avalanche Watcher's free anyway, so. Don't love the double Crystal Technics, but we do have Tinker Tinker, and Librarian's Prayer is going to find us the Avalanche Watcher here. I was going to say next turn we pip into the Watcher, but now I think we take a turn off to kill Demetrios. I don't want that spiraling out of control.
The possibilities are endless.
I guess we can pip Dimension Door here.
I'm out of options.
Not hopeful. Okay, but next turn we can go digging for the Avalanche Watcher. We could reduce Librarian's Prayer to 1 and then use a pip and play both, but I'm going to save my pip, I think. Especially now that we have our Tinker. It's 2 things that we want to use pips for. So we can keep the Assistant Alchemist. And then we'll draw the Avalanche Watcher next turn. And double Echoing Sands we don't need. We could keep 1. It's such a ridiculously busted card when it works. And we'll make our Tinker free. And now next turn, we will draw the Avalanche Watcher.
The possibilities are endless.
And then we use our pip. Or no, we don't need a pip because Tinker's free. Then next turn, we'll have another Avalanche Watcher. We can Tinker. We can use the pip for the Tinker. Next turn, I don't think it matters which way we do it. We might as well just use the free one here. Save our pip for next turn, potentially. And so now next turn, it's going to be a 9/10 with 1 armor. And frontline. Ooh, that would be nice if he doesn't kill the 2/1, because then we get to hit face. He's going to ping. So now we don't get to hit face, but that's fine.
My turn.
Yeah, so this, and then we'll pip Tinker, and then the next one is going to have like 14, 15 frontline with 2 armor. Not bad. Then we can make a copy of it twice. It's not Surge, so we don't get to pick both. But that's not going to hit the backliner. I wonder if he actually thought that they were both kind of frontliners. I think we save the bigger, better one for later, because right now we can either give both or above, or just summon a third creature that's equal sized here. I think we save the better one, because if he does have some type of like I don't know, big AoE spell that somehow kills everything. Couple ratifies, I don't know. He's got ratifies. I don't even think Palace's Incantation touches them because they're 0 mana, so. My only fear with playing the 9/6 is that we might never get to see the 2 armored, which will now be a 15/16 2 armored frontline. Seems good. Okay, that'll heal him only up to 22. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's still lethal. Oh, we never got to play the big boy. Rip. Okay, against War. Going second, we'll take Mage Bolt. Always Mage Bolt. Okay. Whoa. Okay, not bad. We just need to find the Tinker. Librarian's Prayer digs. Alchemist reduces the Tinker. So I don't think I can get rid of anything here. Turn 1, we'll play Alchemist, reduce the prayer. Turn 2, we'll play the prayer.
Let's see how many ways you can
Diffusion is nice. We can even reduce Diffusion. I think it's better to reduce diffusion because we can Librarian's Prayer on turn 2 anyway with a pip. But we need diffusion to cost 1 because when we Avalanche Watch, we're only going to have the ability to get 1 more mana. Basically, it eats all your mana, and then you can use a pip. So, diffusion costing 1 is important.
The possibilities are
Wow.
endless.
So there's Tinker. So now this is like literally the nuts hand right here. I mean, I guess it could be a tiny bit better, but barely. We go Avalanche Watcher here and Tinker. And then next turn, we do Avalanche Watcher plus Diffusion. The only question is, do we want it to be even bigger? Like I could wait 1 turn, and I could just ping the 2/1 this turn. But I think we're just going to go for it here. I'm new to this deck still, so I'm not 100% sure if we should be waiting. Kind of want to see if we can do it as early as possible and see how it goes. Best way to learn. I mean, we'll be able to do 5 damage when we play it next turn, which is insane. Because it will be a 2/3 plus 3, which is 5. So the diffusion's going to do 5 damage. So what we really want to see is him play exactly 2 health of creature and go face. Or he could trade something and then leave 5 health on the board, basically, is what we're looking for here. I think he has to kill that, because if he doesn't, it's got backline, and we're about to play a frontliner. So, I mean, we can then pick off some of his creatures, make trades and stuff. That is 6 health worth of creatures, but we can still make a trade. 7, he loses 2, that's 5. The only thing is that the Blighted Zion is going to spit out a 1/1, but that's still obviously going to be our turn here. The 1/1 can't touch our 5/6 armored one. Diffusion, and that's 5 damage. Not bad. We are kind of all in, but so is he. So 5 health on the board again. We can go digging for diffusion with Librarian's Prayer. I don't think we need to. There she is, baby. So we'll draw diffusion. Echoing Sands into Unbound Flames is insane. Oh my god, this is perfect. This might be like the nuts draw here. And he's playing right into it. Not like he's bad or something, but he's just leaving exactly 5 health on the board for diffusion, and we happen to have both. And a 5 strength creature. That's annoying, but this turn we'll get to draw with it's annoying because we can do 3 and then we can ping with our god power, but we would need 7 mana obviously. So I think we just go Echoing Sands. And then we hope for a bolt. Star Shard Bolt would have been great. Blizzard Bolt is great. Tracking Bolt would not have done it, but this is a good bolt because this sleeps him. And now we can just go face. Could pick up the Ogre Archer. I don't think we need to yet. He's only got 7 favor. But Unbound Flames being reduced to 2 is just absolutely asinine. Because now you can empower it. And it only costs 4 mana. We can literally wipe his entire board here. It would now kill my creature, unfortunately. That doesn't do anything.
The possibilities are endless.
Okay, so now we can summon a copy of it. Yeah, I mean, he can kill one, but like he won't be able to kill the other. So I think that's fine. I'd like to give it +2/+2, but we obviously have to keep it alive here. Or keep one of them alive, I should say, because we do need to do 5 with one of the creatures. We don't need both. And then we will just do 4 to the face with that, and then 1 with our GP here. That's fine. If he is like a big blitzer, we would be in big trouble. That's interesting, but not going to do it. That gives that a 5 attack, but that actually literally doesn't even matter. It would have died anyway. Now he does 2 damage to my creature, but that's it. And now we can board wipe lethal.
My turn.
Or draw another Unbound Flames. Either way, I mean, this one only costs 4, so we can wipe the board and then ping his face. Faster than unempowering. GG's, let's go. This deck is insane.